So the first thing that I like to do when I compromise a user account or a machine is I like to do what is called pass the password or possibly pass the hash. So when we talk about what this is just passing this around the network. So remember we captured the password of password1, or we cracked it when we captured it with responder. Now we have a username and a credential. And we logged into a machine, we dumped some hashes, and we have credentials there as well, right? So utilizing those, we can either take those credentials offline that we dumped, or we can take those hashes and try to pass them around or pass the password around. So taking a look at what this means on a technical level, there is a tool that we're going to use called CrackMapExec. Now, CrackMapExec just takes the username, domain, and password as you see here, and what it does is it throws that password all around the subnet here. So we'll take it against the subnet, throw it around, and we'll see where it sticks. Now, if you recall, we have our user Frank Castle, who is not only an admin on the Punisher machine, but also an admin on Spider-Man machine as well. So playing off the different example of pass the hash, let's say that we have a PSExec here, which is what I've set up. We have PSExec with Meterpreter. We get onto this machine and we run a hash dump. Well, we can take the hash dump of that local user here, and you can see we just captured the last bit of this hash, and we'll just try to pass that around. So what that looks like is something like this. So we do the same thing against the network here with the user fcastle, which is a local user, and then the capital H for a hash, and then -- local, signifying that we're going to go ahead and pass this around locally. And you could see that we didn't have any luck on this one, and that's okay, but that's still what we're after, is we're after trying to pass this local hash around to see if we can get on any machines. This one is a big one. These two are big ones. Now, you do not have to crack this password to be able to pass this hash around. That's huge. The other thing is, if you do have a password, you could pass that around and see where you can get on any machine as well. These local accounts are very dangerous. The issue is a lot of administrators will reuse the same account and password to set up machines. So if you're able to dump an administrator password or a hash, then guess what? You can pass that hash along the network. And I have seen it where the entire network uses the same local administrator password or hash, and you own the whole network without really having to compromise anything. So looking into these local hashes and these local accounts are super important as well. So from here, we're going to install our tool. We're going to take a look at a couple different features and what we can do here. And then we're going to play around with CrackMapExec and see what it's capable of as well. So let's go ahead and just dive into the next video, and we're going to go ahead and install CrackMapExec.